Tonight on Newswatch 18, bedbugs have become a nationwide concern in households and businesses, but tonight we find out if the problem has hit Iowa State University.
Going green may be a social craze, but it can also save you money. Brandon Blue investigates the benefits of living green at Iowa State.
And for those who missed it, a game for the ages took place at Jack Trice Stadium last night. Jared Ransom takes a look at all the happenings from the ISU-Texas Tech matchup. All that and more tonight on Newswatch 18. Good evening and thank you for joining us on Newswatch. I'm Josh Larson.
And I'm Lexi Hanna. Tonight we begin with an Iowa State twist that the bedbug saga that has swept the nation over the summer.
That's right. Over the summer, there seemed to be an unlimited supply of stories about those bed bugs, whether they were in hotels or local businesses. And in Des Moines, even one person released the pest into the city's armory building, forcing it to be heated to 135 degrees just to eliminate the issue. ISU TV's Rachel Begle reports tonight on a bed bug issue that may have hit Iowa State University.
Universities, hotels, and homes across the country all have a pesky problem. You don't have to look far to find the source of this problem. In fact, all you have to do is look beneath your sheets. Bedbug infestations are popping up everywhere, unfortunately even in Ames. The tan blood-sucking bugs have been found in hotels and homes in the area, as well as in Iowa State's Schiller University apartments. Iowa State Manager of Residence Hall Maintenance, Richard Gary, explains that it is hard to tell if you have a bedbug problem because different people have different reactions to the pests.
The bedbug bite itself will react differently to different people. You could get bit by a bedbug and have absolutely no reaction. I could get bit by a bedbug and I will have anything from a small looking welt to a large welt.
Richard also recommends that students stay away from used furniture and says furniture set on the curb is very likely to be infested with the pests. Richard explains that the best way to check your bed for the bugs is simply to strip your mattress and check the seams.
And what I brought out is, this is a typical mattress that we use here on campus. And what you'll find is if you have bed bugs, is that you'll actually see little black droppings around this seam. And then what you do is when you lift the seam up, you'll actually see live bed bugs. These are visible. People don't think that they're invisible. No, they're not invisible. They're very visible. You actually can tell if you have bed bugs in your bed.
One way the university is trying to combat these pests is by switching to mattresses with plastic lining and inside seams. The bugs can't climb on the plastic lining, and with seams on the inside, these bugs have no place to hide.
Students living in university housing who think they may have a bedbug problem are urged to contact the Service Center at 515-294-3322. Keeping you bedbug free, I'm Rachel Begle for Newswatch.
And while there's only been one reported case at Iowa State, health officials still recommend checking whenever possible for the bugs.
The first round of the flu shots may have passed, but there are many more opportunities for Iowa State students to get vaccinated. Upcoming dates for clinic openings include October 5th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Lead Rec Center and October 6th and October 9th from 9 to 11:30 a.m. at the Thielen Health Center. The times and locations have been advertised in a different way. They have been passed on to students through WebCT.
The Department of Public Safety at Iowa State recently released an annual report. It contains information about campus security and fire safety. The report has the typical statistics on burglaries and liquor law violations, but something new about the report is a higher emphasis on missing person policies. The report is public, so you can check it out for yourself. Visit their website listed below, www.dps.iastate.edu. Click on their crime statistics page for more information.
ISU's theater production of Orpheus Descending has 3 more performances before wrapping up the show for the year. Those performances will take place on Friday, October 8th and Saturday the 9th at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday, October 10th at 2 o'clock p.m. All performances will be at the Fisher Theater. Adult tickets are $15 at the door and the student price is $8. ISU Theater has issued a warning of offensive language to this performance. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences has made several other events known to students this week. In the next week, students can take several advantages of sponsored events, including a fall leadership conference that allows students to expand their leadership skills, as well as listen to a keynote speaker. That is at 5 p.m. in the Memorial Union on October 5th. ISU Alumni Association President and CEO Jeff Johnson will be talking about leadership styles and methods in 1148 Jordan on October 7th from 6 to 7 p.m. That event is being put on by Delta Sigma Pi. Finally this week, Hawk Hall is being officially dedicated as an Iowa State educational and research facility. That will be at 2 p.m. on October 9th. A tour of the building will follow the dedication ceremony.
All right, Liz. Well, it was really nice this weekend, but do we have to worry about anything coming up this week?
Well, it's going to be a little bit chilly tonight. Part of Iowa is actually in a frost advisory, but we'll take a look at that a little bit later. If we take a look at the day planner, though, you can see for tonight, around midnight, it'll be around 42, so still a little chilly. The low is actually expected to be about 32 degrees tonight. 9 a.m. it'll be back up to 43 already, and by 3 p.m. it'll be around 61. So tomorrow will be a little chillier than we're used to, but if you stick around after the break, we'll take a look at your extended forecast. This is Newswatch 18. Welcome back to Newswatch on Channel 18. We're going to take a look at your Iowa forecast for the next couple days. Right now we're sitting at 57 degrees, so it's a little chillier than it has been the last couple days. Dew points are really low, so it's very dry air, and it's still very clear, which is nice, although a little bit of rain would be nice. Temperatures for today, you can see 59 in Ankeny, 59 in Chariton, so pretty much upper 50s for most of the area. And if we go out to the state, you can see that trend will continue. 58 in Des Moines, 58 in Waterloo, again upper 50s, lower 60s for pretty much the entire area, and that's going to continue into tomorrow. Low temperatures for today, though, you can really see that cold, wintry weather starting to make its way in. 28 up in Mason City, 39 in Des Moines, 37 over in Council Bluffs. So we're definitely starting to get to that time of year where you have to start worrying about freeze warnings. For high temperatures, though, you can see, again, upper 50s, lower 60s. So 60 in Des Moines, 59 in Ottumwa, and even like 59 over in Davenport. So still really nice temperatures for this time of year, very fall-like weather. You can see Minneapolis is sitting at 59, so again, pretty much the entire central part of the state, or of the country, is sitting right around those mid to upper 50s and 60s. And if we look at radar, you can see not a lot going on. There's a little bit going on out east, but not too much. I know they're very happy to be having a break from all the rain. They got upwards of 20 inches of rain last week with the remnants of tropical Storm Nicole. So if we continue on, we can look at the forecast temperatures. You can see tonight it's going to get right to around 32 degrees. So very chilly. And it'll get up to 59. So, and then continue to kind of stay a little bit chillier. If we look at our frost advisory, you can see most of the states in a frost advisory, but for the most part, tonight a low of around 34, and for tomorrow 63, definitely a lot nicer the next couple days. And again, that trend is going to continue. We're going to see a little bit of a warm up later on in the week. But with that, I'll send it back to Josh at the desk.
Thanks, Liz. Now, we're both students at Iowa State, and I think you've probably heard about it too. It's the Live Green pitch.
Yes, but now that pitch may include fiscal responsibility. Brandon Blue has more on the new ideas from Live Green Committee at Iowa State.
Going green doesn't just make sense. It makes dollars. Ask ISU's Director of Sustainability, Mary Rankin.
Sustainability is not just about taking care of the planet. It's not just about being green. It's about also taking care of our communities, taking care of our economy, so that everything comes sustainable.
Rankin says the sustainability efforts at ISU are guided by a three-legged stool, a mnemonic that examines the environmental, social, and economic impacts of each decision.
We have to ensure that we have the natural resources to provide for our day-to-day needs. We have to ensure that we have the strong communities and the people that can assist in the protection of the planet, making the decisions about what we do with regard to managing the planet. And then, of course, you have to have a healthy economy so that you have the jobs, you have the financing in order to be able to have the tools and the resources to offer the protection, build the communities, that sort of thing.
The Big Belly trash compactor is an example of a fiscal mindset at work in ISU's sustainability department.
Basically, this trash can took the place of another trash can that had about a 25-gallon capacity to it. The trash compactor actually holds about 5 times as much trash as a regular trash can. And so now that unit maybe needs to be emptied once a week. Those results just in that were pretty astounding because from a trash collection standpoint, we reduced collection costs from that one area of trash accumulation by 90%.
Director of Sustainability for GSB, Matt Santee, says that the new Big Belly compactors save even more money.
And once it's full, it actually sends an email or a signal out to the maintenance crew here at Iowa State, and they just come out, pick it up, and put it back, and it'll keep on going. So it's a great alternative. It cuts down on the man hours, the manpower to get the trash. Also, we're cutting down on our consumption.
Campus officials aren't the only ones who believe that the stool's third leg is an economic one. Former GSB Vice President Chandra Peterson has a similar point of view.
Well, the first reason, and this is my most convincing reason, I think, is it saves money, and 90% of the cases going green saves you some sort of money.
But of equal importance to Peterson is the stool's social leg.
So I'm currently working on this proposal called Keep Campus Town Clean, and it is supposed to be somewhat of a student-led initiative to help keep that area more clean with help from associations like the Business Association, the City of Ames, the university, possibly the government of the student body. And one element of this Keep Campus Town Clean campaign is kind of the social element of trying to, encouraging other students to keep that area, which is our area really, clean and respect it.
Peterson's stool, like that of Rankin and Santee, has 3 sturdy legs.
It's our responsibility to keep this area, our area, our earth. I mean, we have to be respectful of it, because it's not ours.
For ISU TV, I'm Brandon Blue.
All right, and coming up after the break, Jared Ransom brings us up to speed about last night's historic game at Jack Trice Stadium.
If you're watching Newswatch 18, don't touch that dial.
If there was any reason to lose one's voice like myself, last night's game was it. I'm Jared Ransom with Newswatch Sports. The Cyclones welcomed the Red Raiders of Texas Tech to town on a brisk October evening. The scoring began actually on a Grant Mahoney field goal, but this touchdown from Austin Arnaud to Darius Reynolds made the score 10-0. But right here, Austin Arnaud's looking for Josh Lenz in the corner, and it looks like a touchdown, but it's actually called back on a pass interference penalty. Show me where that's at. Can't find it there. The defense late in the game came up big with big tackling skills. A lot of Cyclones jerseys around that tackle. It's big defense all night long for the Cyclone squad. But where is Alexander Robinson? Well, he's right there. On a 65-yard scamper to the 1-yard line. He played this entire game on a bum ankle, and he was taken out late in the game for his 2 reserves. But on the next play, he's going to punch it in for the 1-yard score to put the Cyclones up yet again. The Cyclones celebrating with their team captain. Now, Taylor Potts of Texas Tech had a good game by himself, but his receivers could not hang on to the ball. That fumble recovered by linebacker Jake Knott. And the following drive for the Iowa State Cyclones was another touchdown. This one on the run. Austin Arnaud passing to the corner of the end zone to tight end Colin Franklin. That is a beautiful catch by the tight end. Finally, Iowa State has some tight ends that can catch the ball. Good thing for Iowa State. Now, 2 of the biggest plays of the night. Seantrell Johnson, 61 yards, showing off the speed. He's the fastest Iowa State Cyclone, showing what we could see for the next 2 to 3 years at the running back position. That was another touchdown score. And this play, Texas Tech scored onside kick. What? No one sees an onside kick for a touchdown, but it happened at Jack Trice Stadium. Jeremy.
Thanks, Jared, for that game wrap-up. That's all we have tonight for Newswatch.
Keep it here. Next week, we have some more weather, news, and sports for you. You're watching Newswatch 18. Good night, everybody.